Hey, good afternoon. I'm going to take a look at two different, I'm going to say Black Lives Matter beers, but racial justice motivated beers or whatever. So the first one is by Ale Industries out of Oakland, California, called Justice Match. It's a Kolsch style beer. It's 5.10% alcohol by volume because the Oakland area code is 510. And very helpful. It says on the bottom that this is beer. Justice Match says on the side, more than just a club, more than just a game, Oakland Roots Sports Club seeks to harness the magic of Oakland and the beautiful game of soccer as a force for social good. The purpose of Justice Match is to advance the discussion of gender and racial equality, equity, and justice. Join us in this journey. There's a website if you're interested in Know Your Roots. It's Oakland Roots SC.com, SC like soccer club, Oakland Roots SC.com. So check that out. So this beer I actually opened a little while ago, and so it's warm, but that's okay. We'll give it whatever. And then the second one I'm going to take a look at is Black is Beautiful. This is an Imperial Stout, 10% alcohol by volume. This is brewed to support, this is actually by Weathered Souls Brewing Company in San Antonio, Texas. Brewed to support justice and equality for people of color. And it's got this beautiful gradient label on it. And then bottom of this says Black Lives Matter, 6/29/20. And the bottom of this can, it's open, so I gotta be careful. Oh, it says this is beer 7/14/20. So I'm taking a look at both of these here today. It's whatever it is, October 21st. Oh, I know. Birds don't like earrings. Sorry, baby bird. October 21st. So these beers are for 3 to 4 months old, so within their drinkability, I'm sure, especially since this is an Imperial Stout. So let's take a looky look. We'll take a look at this Kolsch first. I actually sent this to a friend of mine who did me a computer favor and loves Kolsch's, and so I sent this over, and it was graded as more hoppy than he's used to, and he's in Franklin area of Tennessee, and so I think that we approach hops a little bit differently here in California, and especially since that beer, I believe, since this is by Ale Industries, and they are a hoppy brewery, but nonetheless, let's take a look. So this is this beautiful gold color, golden amber, which is lovely. It's a little darker than I would expect from a Kolsch, I suppose, normally. When I smell it, it has this light maltiness to it. Very delicious, very refreshing. Nice and bubbly. Let's take a drink. This is a very drinkable beer. A lot of times, Kolsch to me is very, I don't hate a Kolsch, but it's very, it is part of the lager contingency, and I'm not a big fan of lagers. I really like a maltier beer, but this beer really marks the malt ticks the malt check boxes for me. I think it's a very drinkable beer. Yeah, I think it's very drinkable, very mild, mild-mannered beer, which is what we expect from a Kolsch. But I gotta tell you, I really love the hops backbone on this. So let's take a looky look at this other beer. There's bird dust. Did you make feathers in my glass? Brewed to support. Oh no, I'm sorry. I apologize. I misspoke. So this beer, Black is Beautiful. I think this is like a collaborative beer, and there's been a different beer brewed at a bunch of different breweries, and so I believe that Weathered Souls is the host of this, and so it actually says hosted by Weathered Souls. And then it was actually brewed and canned at Cooperage Brewing Company in Santa Rosa, where lots of amazing beer comes from. Also, it has this independent craft brewery label as, oh, this one does not. Really? Anyway. Okay, so let's take a look. How much is this? 10% Imperial Stout. Okay. I'm just going to have a little tasty taste. Imperial Stouts, like, are so intense. Even the aroma to me is very intense. And so this is no different. You know, it smells like chocolate. It smells a little bit boozy. It has a little bit of a coffee aroma to it. Lots of stuff going on here. Nice dark color. No light is getting through this. It did not pour very heady. And whatever head there was dissipated straight away. I think this is probably also pretty leggy. Yeah. From the booze content. So cheers. Let's have a drink. Wow. I expected, based on the aroma, that this was going to be a face punch beer, but this is actually pretty drinkable. It is very dark. It is very, I want dry, acrid. You know, it's very drying on the tongue, but delicious. Surprisingly gentle flavor. I get all of those same things: chocolatiness, coffeeness, not necessarily a lot of booziness, which makes it more drinkable than I had expected. But then the breath after has a chance to swirl around on the palate. You get that bitter finish at the end, but it's not as intense as I had expected it would be. Overall, a very pleasant experience. Good beer. Yeah, delicious. So there you have it. 2 racial justice, Black Lives Matter brews for you to consider. I think this black is beautiful. Variation is available all over the place. Like I said, it's kind of a collaboration project, and so a bunch of different breweries that are happening have offered this. And I know a friend of mine in Cincinnati got a can of it, and I forgot to ask his opinion. Hey, Rajay, if you're watching, please comment. I would love to hear what they thought about it. And so if you've had this beer, please share. I would love to hear what variation you had, what brewery you had, and what you thought about it. I believe that money from the purchase of these beers goes to social justice projects, but more importantly, it does help raise awareness for the social justice needs happening in our country right now. So here we are, I know, blah, 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 politics, but here we are just a couple of weeks before the 2020 election. So, without getting mean and getting in the comments about shit, because, nobody wants to fight about it, but just take a second, think about your approach to things and how we as a society can be better as you head to the polls on November 3rd. Good luck, everybody. Thanks for watching.